It's been a while since I picked up my camera, and it feels a little bit weird. Not really like the first time or anything, but I'm just feeling a little bit self-conscious and awkward. I was away for a while, away from Germany, and I actually haven't posted much in here throughout the whole summer, which is kind of sad because this is actually something that I really enjoyed doing, and for some reason I just couldn't keep up with it over the summer. And why was I away? Nobody asked, but I'm gonna say anyway. I was actually working throughout the whole summer, which is why I didn't have as much time as I would like to continue post videos here. I think my past few videos have all been shot over the course of spring and the beginning of summer. So, and now it's October, it's almost the end of October, so a lot of stuff happened. Yeah, and in those past few videos I talked about how I started to work on this project. I'm basically a content producer slash content creator. I don't really make a living off of my YouTube videos or anything like that. That would be quite impossible. But I do make content for brands. So for example, this last project that I was working on was actually for a TV channel, a Portuguese TV channel. I was brought very early on the project and helped develop the program along with the client and the production company. I was basically designing the content of the program and of each episode. And it was very fun but also very tiring, and it kind of drained a lot of my energy and my creativity. And so yeah, at the beginning of the project I was working remotely from Germany, but then when shooting started I was asked to go to Portugal just to go to a few shooting days. I was also present for all the post-production process. I also went there because I had this very strange gut feeling, intuition, whatever you like to call it, that things weren't going as well as they should. And so I was like in this stress bubble. It was supposed to be like just 1.5 months, but I ended up staying there almost 4 months. It was such a stressful situation. My husband ended up meeting me there after a month or so. We were both working most of the time. We did have a few weeks in August where we were kind of free, which was great because I finally found time to actually be with my family, my father, my siblings, and also to meet up with some friends, which I wasn't really able to do before the project ended. And this is the first time in a long time that I have sat down and talked to the camera. I have been trying to shoot a few videos, but I'm never really satisfied with the result. I feel like that project drained all of my energy and will to do anything creatively for myself. Every time I start a project, I feel like I can never separate my personal life from work life. My brain just doesn't stop thinking about it, which makes it impossible for me to actually take time to do something for myself. Just a couple of months after I started working on it, I stopped exercising, I stopped making videos, I stopped playing the guitar. Cooking became a hassle for me. Even reading a book became like too much for me to handle. I just really couldn't concentrate or anything because my brain was always like thinking about the things that I needed to do, the things that other people needed to do, and it was taking over. It kind of just took over my whole life, and I just wasn't able to do anything else. This has happened in the past, and it's something that I really need to work on. I don't want that to happen again because it just makes me very depressed whenever I go through those cycles. Living like that at least for me, is not a very sustainable way to live. I become really angry and depressed. Sometimes I just get so overwhelmed that it's very hard for me to concentrate on really small things, and it makes me kind of ditch all of my healthy-ish habits, like I don't know, like just self-care in general, which for me is to have time to do my hobbies and time to do my yoga or exercise, cooking a nice meal. When I got back, I felt a little bit of relief, but I think I'm still dealing with the aftermath. And also because we never actually had the chance to spend time here in the new apartment. This apartment is still very, very new to us, and it's still quite unfinished. Because that's the other thing, like right after we moved, like just a few weeks after we moved in this new apartment, I went to Portugal, and so I never actually had the chance to enjoy this new space and, I don't know, like decorated, making new routines in here. I never really got the chance to enjoy it. And so ever since we came back, we have been slowly like getting things in order and getting our shit together, basically. We kind of have been like readjusting things around, moving furniture around, buying new furniture, getting rid of old furniture. We got a few more houseplants. I think right now it's finally starting to feel like a home and not just a random place. We're not really in a rush. We are taking things slowly because I don't know, like we just want to make sure that every decision that we make in this house is gonna be like not a meaningful one, but it's gonna be like an intentional one, if that makes sense. Everything that we buy, we don't want to buy impulsively. I also started to make my workspace in here. We used to have a secretary for both of us, but my husband was very tired of working inside the house, so he rented an office. And so I saw that as an opportunity for me to build my own working space in the house. Anyway, that's the update on the house. I am starving. I think it's already lunch. Oh, I thought it was lunchtime, but it's already 2:30, which is the reason why I'm starving. Okay, I'm starving. I'm gonna make lunch, and I'll talk to you soon.